The guru of Squad Double Zero. The assassin like no other. Yes, I'm the best at what to do. It's here coming in once again. Gotta expose another cat, suspect number 4. Before I get into it, now I told people fan favorites were coming. Yes, the fireworks, and I know I may get some hate for these videos. But tell me if I'm not spitting the facts though. I've already got the knife, I've already done release the crack, been ready to get the knives, all coming for the throat, the daggers for the heart, the shots for the dome, because I've dealt with Namikaze Minato, although people by this point have gotten fed up, except for the fanboys. This man has exposed himself. But who's even worse than Minato in the series of Naruto? There are worse. But who is definitely worse? See, Minato, that was lightweight compared to this next cat. Who y'all see? He's none, without further ado, he is none other than the copy shinobi / copy ninja, Kakashi. Now, I won't even give this cat a last name, because Hataki or whatever his name is supposed to be, I don't acknowledge that, because this dude is pretty much either a cousin or full-blown bastard son of the Uchihas, because at this point this dude rocks his Sharingan more than most Uchihas in the series of Naruto. This dude is doing junk that makes no damn sense, okay? He's breaking all kinds of rules. He's more pothole city than Uchiha Madara greatness himself. Yes. Let me repeat that. This dude has produced so many plot holes in the entire logic of the series of Naruto, it makes no damn sense. See, while Madara produced plot holes here and there, he was plot hole city, but he was Uchiha Madara, and it's just Kishimoto, decided not to explain crap about these legends. Kakashi? Nah. Known throughout the land. For what? Being a copycat? And it's not like he's pulling off some Kisei from Kuroko no Basket, or like even Coco from Toriko, if you know what their abilities are doing. Or who else pulled out some kick-ass some copying abilities? Not even on some Bond Clay, Mr. 2 Bond Clay from One Piece. This dude's copying abilities make no damn sense and are inconsistent as hell. Shall we go back to the beginning with Mr. Kakashi, the sensei of Team 7? Yeah, main character, right? This dude Kakashi, I mean, this is, you could go back to my video I did about Naruto, I believe last year, okay? Naruto equals unimpressive. Sorry to say. People say, oh, why you do reviews of Naruto? Do not come at me with that nonsense on this one. Regardless, you can go back and see when I dropped the series, at least a bit of my initial reading. It was due to the saving grace, the cool looking, ninja looking dude, Kakashi. When this dude apparently feigned being defeated by these no-name shinobi, I was done. I don't care. You have students under you. You are a jonin. You don't even play. Or to find out, what they were doing. Hell no. You don't act. That's how people get killed on the battlefield. But regardless, we move on. We see Kakashi, he's knowledgeable on all this and that. Kakashi's, he's skilled. He's getting all this praise. And yeah, what a feats, man. Where's the feats? Where do the feats come from? From the Lord of the Sharingan, I shall call him. From the copycat. Everything derives from the Sharingan. But the funny thing is, he's not Uchiha. He ain't like Sasuke, who had to train his junk. He ain't like Itachi, who was a genius. Even though he's supposedly a genius, he's been given these eyes, and he supposedly has small amounts of chakra. But somehow Kishimoto Sensei allows this cat to continue to spam the mess out of this. Originally he went blind, but apparently along with a time skip, this dude got a power up out of On the level of Sasuke and Naruto. Unbelievable, right? Right. So this dude is known for a technique based upon eyes that weren't even his. Now that's lame. That's lame. But we're not done yet. Supposedly he knows or has copied 1,000 jutsus. And we have seen how many? 4, 8, 10? We've barely seen any of these jutsus if at all. And this dude, pretty much, he doesn't use what he supposedly is copied and mastered. Why the hell would you be introduced like you some hype stuff when you don't do jack? When you have become irrelevant and can't throw hands without Sharingan. You are supposedly a strategy master, but you can only proceed because of Sharingan. The Bengekyo Sharingan. But, okay, we move on. We move on. This is the same sensei who couldn't, instill discipline in Mr. Uchiha Sasuke. Young one Uchiha Sasuke. Couldn't do that. This is the same one who couldn't glean some maturity, put some maturity into good old Uzumaki Naruto with his, outlandish, uberly idealistic views. Nope, couldn't do that one either. This is the same one who couldn't make Sakura into a, I don't say a warrior, but couldn't make her be able to really fight. Now, yes, it is true that his students grew very powerful, but the fact that they had to go to the Sanin in order to truly manifest their abilities, what does that say about your tutelage? Or you're just can teach them a little bit of rudimentary, elementary stuff, but when it comes to high school and college, you got nothing off. You have nothing off as a leader. Yeah, buddy. The fact that one of your students became practically a terrorist. The fact that Sasuke, on you, because you know discipline in Sasuke is the one who attacked the Kage Summit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kakashi. Well done. This is a worse situation than Obi-Wan Kenobi, tell you that right now, off rip. But we move on to this so-called fourth rich Shinobi War. So-called, right? This dude here has done nothing but just spam. Man, he should be the president, the CEO, the owner, all of the above of the brand that is spam, because this dude has spammed the Sharingan, and apparently he's, adept in use of Kamui as well as Uchiha Obito. Apparently he was gold friends with Obito, but he's been through such a hard life, but this is the same guy who couldn't, keep his friend in line. They couldn't keep a good friendship. Such good friends, but yet your friend turns out to, grow hatred because of something you did, even though he didn't. So, his life with his friendships didn't turn out so well. Had to be the one that semi-kill Ren. Not good looking good for you. Your friendship sucked. Your tutelage sucked. The fact is, your skill level sucked. Even though he said to have joined when he was at a young age, but where have we seen the skills? Really, Kakashi, where? When, where, how? Not only that, we move on. This is the same dude. I don't care what would you say your friendship was in the past. You have the opportunity to kill the main dude who caused the war in Uchiha Obito, and you get stopped because your sensei, who's come back from the grave, who doesn't even know all of what's happened, stops you. And then you become all buddy like y'all nothing's ever happened. Talk about real forgiveness, right? How do you go from just being ready to murk a fool to end up being buddy with him once again, and it's been a couple decades? How'd that work? Somebody explain that to me. Anybody? Because I'll wait, because that makes no damn sense to me. Not only this, Kakashi gets to the point where, to make a long story short, even admits that he is irrelevant and useless in the story. But Kishimoto, because for some reason he's a main character, decides to keep him around. And what makes it even worse, to sum it all up, everyone knows chapter 688. If you are into the manga, one of the worst chapters in the history of manga has got to be amongst the top 10. Probably top 10. It's up there on that Fairy Tail 322 chapter, Jazz. Okay, it's around there, because this was just straight terrible. You are so irrelevant that a dude who turned to ashes had to come back from the dead to save your ass and give you a gift to protect you. And lo and behold, the two Sharingan, Mangekyo Sharingan. And all of a sudden, you're able to pull out what people call an ass boot. You pull out one of the most illogical power-ups in the history of any series known to man. Any form of literature, meaning any form of fiction, okay? And the fact that you're able not just pull out a Susanoo, a perfect Susanoo. Can somebody please logically explain to me how the hell can this dude just skip steps? Even Itachi, Uchiha Itachi himself, fighting genius, could not pull it off. It took Madara so much junk to pull it off. And this guy doesn't even have EMS. Kakashi doesn't even have EMS. I don't care that Obito owned the eyes. Now, how the transfer the eyes makes no damn sense. But besides that, the very fact is this dude just skips all kinds of levels. He's worse than Naruto, who skipped 15 levels to get to where he can fight Uchiha, Madara, and Kaguya. And Kakashi just skipped 50 levels. Because there is no way that his should even be logically possible. The you can't tell me it's not perfect Susanoo, because it has the Tengu nose, it has the freaking armor, it has legs, it has it has wings like Sasuke's. Wait, and if I'm not mistaken, it has a sword too. What is that? Your only relevancy is because you have some eyes. And people will say, well, you know, you could say something about if you're Kuroko no Basuke. Oh, what about Akashi Seijuro? Akashi can actually put in work. Kakashi can't do jack. He can do nothing. This dude's relevancy is regarded to because he has eyes that don't even belong to him. He didn't even earn that power up, if you want to say it. Even Naruto earned himself some power-ups. Even Natsu Dragneel earns himself power-ups. But no, not Kakashi. No. He's one of the only characters in history. You know, even this character, even as much as I get on Gohan with the whole Mystic transformation and everything else, even Mystic Gohan's power-up makes some damn more sense than Kakashi with the two Mangekyo Sharingan perfect Susanoo combination. Kakashi, you are trash. You have some skill, but overall you trash. You're trash, man. There's no way getting around it at this point. You are irrelevant, but are forced to be relevant. You have become even more irrelevant than Haruno Sakura herself. Even Sakura is of more relevance than you. That's how low on the totem pole you are. Yes, I said it. Come at me if you want, but these are the facts of the situation. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe, tell me your thoughts. Yo, you never know who's on the list. I'll tell you next person. Star Wars. Big time too. Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. Who are some more suspects on that you foresee? Who's more possibilities? You let me know. Alright, y'all.